We play and call it work.
Hey folks, Janene from MiniWarGaming here with another how-to video for you. In this video, we're going to continue painting the base of the Scale Force 9 iTyrant model, and we're going to paint all of the gold coins in this treasure hoard. As always, if you have suggestions for something you'd like to see in a future how-to video, please leave it down below in the comments. Now for the other metallics, we went with a very brown silvery metallic. This one we want to go for a very bright saturated gold metallic. So for our starting point, we're going to do a layer of brass scorpion mixed with a little bit of Lamian medium, and this is going to be an all over layer on all of these coins. I need to be careful because the way that these are sculpted, it has a lot of little nooks and crannies that I want to make sure get covered. So I need to have a really good consistency to my paint to make sure that it gets everywhere. I also want to make sure that I get a base coat on all of these little coins that are laying on top of the cobblestones and aren't necessarily part of the huge treasure hoard. Alright, here's the treasure pile after that brass scorpion's been applied. The next color we're going to use is going to be Gehenna's Gold. And I'm just going to apply this as a quick dry brush over some of the larger area of these gold coins. You can see that it's not necessarily a lot brighter than what I already have out on the base, but I kind of want to add a little bit of color differentiation that's going to look like the coins are shining different colors as they catch the light. I want to make sure that I have a lot of shadows in these coins just so that it has a lot of depth to it. I'm going to do that by applying a few shades. The first one I want to apply is going to be Agrax Earthshade, and I'm going to apply this over all of the coins. I'm applying it the consistency it is right out of the bottle. However, I want to make sure that I move it around and I don't necessarily let it get too thick anywhere. This is sculpted so that it has a lot of nooks and crannies, and the shade can get pulled in those very easily. So I kind of want to apply a little bit and then move it around with my brush so I'm making sure that everywhere gets covered as evenly as I possibly can. Like I said before, I want these coins to seem like they're shining different colors depending on the light. So after I apply Agrax Earthshade over all of the coins, I'm going to apply 3 more shades and a few select areas and kind of let them blend together with the Agrax Earthshade I already applied. I'm going to use Rakelin Flesh Shade, Carroburg Crimson, and Druchii Violet. I'm starting with the Rakelin Flesh Shade, and this is just going to be a very warm shade that I'm going to apply in just a few areas. I'm just going to dab it in there to add a little bit of color variation. Next, I'm going to apply the Druchii Violet. Again, I'm just picking 1 or 2 areas. It doesn't necessarily need to be in a shadow. It's just somewhere where I want the coins to have a slightly different shade to them. And then lastly, I'm going to do the same thing with a little bit of Carroburg Crimson, just picking a few places to have a slightly red tint to them. Here's the coins after all of those shades have been allowed to dry. The next thing I want to do is start highlighting this treasure pile. And I'm going to do that with Auric Armor Gold. And this is going to be applied as a very light dry brush on the top of these coins. Now I'm using a very small dry brush, and I want to be very selective about where I apply this gold color. It's very bright and it's going to stand out a lot, which is what I want, but I'm not going to apply it over all of the coins like you maybe would with a traditional dry brush. I'm just going to be picking the top of the pile, and I'm just very lightly ghosting the top of these coins to catch the very top edges of them, because I really just want to catch a few areas with this really bright gold and add that extra glimmer. Here are the coins after we finish that Auric Armor Gold highlight. We want to do one final highlight using Runefang Steel. I'm mixing my paint with a little bit of Lamian Medium, and I'm going to apply this with my detail brush. This is going to be applied as an edge highlight on the very top of a select few of these coins. I'm going to apply this highlight in the same areas that I highlighted with the gold, just adding an even brighter shine to those brightest areas. Alright, and with that final highlight, all of the coins in this treasure hoard are complete. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to see more how-to videos, I have another one where I paint the metal binding strips on the treasure chests in the MiniWarGaming Vault in the link down below in the description. If you don't already have a Vault membership, go ahead and click the link. You can sign up for a 7-day free trial and get access to my video as well as hundreds of other videos in the MiniWarGaming Vault. So go ahead, click the link, start your free trial, and happy wargaming.